200-meter jog. We're going through 2 rounds of this. So 200 meters to start. You come back, I'll talk you guys through the rest of the warm-up.
Good one. Not that cold. Windy though. What?
If you have a light kettlebell or a light dumbbell, let's go ahead and grab that. And I want you to give me 10 light kettlebell or dumbbell presses for each arm. Nice and light going. Keeping that dumbbell or kettlebell as close to our ear, stacked over our shoulder as possible. Keep it nice and slow.
I like dumbbell presses.
Yeah.
Did you get your arm pump in yesterday, Katrina?
Huh?
Did you get your arm pump in yesterday?
No, she didn't do that one.
I didn't do it.
I did.
I'm actually a little sore.
What weight you use?
I had a 50. That's all I have.
All right, well, I'll do it.
It took a while. All right, when you finish those 10 on each side, we can move into 12 Cossack lunges. So 6 for each leg, just alternating back and forth, getting as low as you can, keeping that heel down on the ground.
You want that angle? Remember for a moment.
Y'all traded sides, Mark and Katrina. You never work out that
Yeah, we'll trade back.
What's
We'll break the
that?
protocol. She stole it.
way.
Very methodical. 12 total?
12 total. When you finish that, we can get into 10 Cossack lunges, or sorry, 10 hollow rocks.
10 what?
Hollow rocks.
There we go.
Oh, can't do.
All right, the next up, if you have a ledge, or you could probably use like the edge of your dumbbell or any type of step, I want you to give me 12 calf raises. That's a calf raise for each leg.
Ooh. Doing that.
Oh yeah, how's your calf, Mark?
Not 100%.
Did you talk about you injured it?
Yes, Katrina wants me to inform you how I injured it. We did Jody's birthday one.
Oh,
Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
But it involved, she was born in 1975. And then she did 5 rounds of 75 double unders. It was the last round that did me in.
That's a lot of double unders.
Yeah. So I told her I wish she would have been born in April. If she was born in April, I'd be okay because it only been 4 rounds.
All right, then we're going to go into 10 Samson stretch. So remember, Samson stretch is stepping out into that lunge, pulling the hands up over your head, and then you can lower your hands, switch sides, get into that other lunge. So go through that 10 times. So you would probably do a 7 or maybe an 8 o'clock, Eduardo, if we had an outdoor session. Yes? No? Yeah?
Yeah, I'll maybe do a 7.
All right.
By 8 o'clock, we're usually trying to work because we're juggling the kid over here.
Yeah, that's the tough part. Is that we had some feedback where people wanted later classes, but I know there's just as many people that you start your work day.
Yeah. It's really tough without the daycare.
Yeah. All right. So when you finish that, we're going to do a second round and you're going to go back to that 200-meter jog.
I wouldn't rush to open the gym for me. Let's just say that.
All right. Back to those press.
What
Huh?
weight are you using?
Right now? Yeah, 25. This is what I have right now. I started light.
All right. Then after those presses, into those Cossack lunges. All right. After those 12, get a 10 hollow rocks.
Don't bend your knees so high up. Bring them down low toward the ground. Yeah.
And 12 calf raises. 12 calf raises each leg.
You have a good leg, don't you?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a good leg?
No, they both.
You do some like ankle circles, Mark, or just like kind of stretch it out gently.
Yeah, we're good. They're both not to be stressed.
All right, we're going to finish with those 10 alternating Samson stretches. Really work on when we're getting our hands up this time, shrugging up with our arms up into our ears. That's where we're going to be when we get upside down on the strength element.
How many? 10?
Yeah. Yeah. So the way this strength element is going to work is we're going to start with a 4-minute EMOM. During that first 4-minute EMOM, I want you to kick up against the wall somewhere between 3 to 5 times. And then you're going to hold on the wall that last kick up for 20 to 30 seconds. So the goal here is to practice that kicking up smoothly. And then that last one, you're going to do a hold. Remember on that hold, just like that Samson we just did, we're squeezing our arms up towards our ears.
Yeah, sure.
Turn down, glutes are squeezed. All right, that's what we're working on once you get stacked upside down and all those kick ups. And
It's all wet. I wouldn't do it there. Or do you want to do it here? I mean, this is all wet.
so after those, that 4-minute EMOM, we're going to move into the second part. You get 90 seconds rest, and then you're giving me one set of 30 finger presses. So this can be done just on all fours. My hands will be on the ground. I'm going to take 2 seconds to press up under my fingertips, and then 2 seconds to go back down. So obviously, the more upside down I am, the harder it's going to be. I don't think anyone here can do that in a full handstand, right? But if we did a pike position, or even just kind of our hands a little bit in front of us, that's going to help reduce that load to practice coming up onto our fingertips and then putting our palms and all the way back down to the ground. You get another 90-second rest, and then you can do 30 handstand shoulder shrugs. So we're going upside down, relaxing our shoulders, and then doing that shrug. Back and forth like this. If you can't do all 30 at one time, that's fine. You can do 10, come down, 10. Just do it in the sets, but we're working on that shrug.
This is during EMOM?
No. So like just the EMOM's the first EMOM part. And I'll walk you through each one of those. We have 90 seconds between each one of these stations. You can think of each number as a station.
Okay.
Then the last station is a max handstand hold. across 3 minutes. So I'll have a clock going, give you 3 minutes to get your max number, not accumulate 3 minutes total.
Do what?
Any questions before we get started?
Yeah, so we're gonna do each station and you're gonna do increments of time at each station.
Correct.
Okay.
And I'll talk you through each one. I just wanted to let everyone know the movements because there'll be a 90-second rest before each one of them.
Yeah, hold on, let us get started.
Okay.
I put that there to, sorry, I sat back there to show you where you are. If we, what are you doing?
I can't because it's too bad. And this one, that's my thing, I did a rep a year long.
That's, yeah.
I was just trying to make it easier.
I think that's a too much equipment problem.
Yeah, I got too much room in mind. Just give us a second.
I'm just marking, I don't think you realize that like it's impossible to like kick up when there's all this water here because you end up not doing it.
Bring it up
Were
to
you
your
thinking about
balance.
biking, Eduardo?
What's that?
Were you thinking about biking?
It depends on how soon the rain starts.
Are you
If you're to do a bike, just take everything up by 3 times.
You can
2
go there.
3 times. Pick the same number. In the gym, I usually scale people on the bike to about 2.5 times, depending on their cardio output or their cardio level. So just if you think about how to take those distances to a bike, I take it something like that.
Well, this doesn't have a distance measurement on it. It's just a road bike on a trainer.
We can also talk about kind of time domains. So it's
Yeah, that's probably what I was
You don't
going
want to step in the water because when you end up trying to kick up and come
Oh,
back,
I'm worried about it.
you could injure yourself. So just try to avoid where there's paper towels. I'll go over there.
Okay. So 3 to 5 kick-ups.
Yep. So when you guys are ready, I'll start the clock. This first part is the only part that's going to be on an EMOM. You're going to get those kick-ups in, and you're going to hold on the very last kick-up for 20 to 30 seconds. I'll call out kind of 10, 15-second increments so you guys know where you are at. At 20 seconds, we'll have everyone be coming off the wall, shaking it off, getting ready for that next round. All good? All right.
Pickups and hold.
Kick-ups and hold. All right, and I got a clock ready here. We got 10 seconds.
And I'm happy to go there if you want.
And 3,
1.
let's go. Kicking up 3 to 5 times. Don't need to do the hold just yet. Kicking up, feeling comfortable. Trying to be under control. That's 15 seconds in. On your last one, that's where you're going to throw in that hold. At 25 seconds.
My calf coming down.
You need to hold it.
What?
35 seconds. And there's 40 seconds. You can come down, shake it out, getting ready for that next minute before we get back into those kick-ups. You got 10 seconds before that next minute.
More kick-ups?
You're doing kick-ups again. Yep. 3, 2, 1, and kick-ups. Grabbing a few kick-ups here.
Can't even kick up with this.
I told you.
What?
I can't kick up with a wood there.
No, my calf tightened up with my kick up. I'll be fine.
When you do a pike, don't kick up, just kind of hold in a
I'll
pike.
kick up the other way. It's just awkward.
35 seconds in.
I can't kick up.
All right, you're at 45 seconds. Shake it out. We're going to go into minute 3 here, working on those kick-ups still. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Next minute of kickups. You're about 25 seconds in now. All right, that's 40 seconds. We got 1 more minute here. 1 more minute of kicking up with that little hold at the end. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Planting those hands, trying to keep that rib cage turned down once you get upside down. Shrugging those hands or shrugging those shoulders towards your ears. 35 seconds in. You got 90 seconds of rest coming after this. All right, you got about 10 seconds. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and relax. All right, so I'm gonna give you 90 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna do those finger presses, 30 finger presses. So we're just doing 1 set here. And remember, that can be on all fours, rocking up. That could be in a down dog or in a pike. Guess if you want to try it in a whole handstand hold, maybe you can give that a go. I don't know if that's possible for any, but you give it a go. But the idea is to be rocking up onto those fingers. So you're kind of pressing right down through here and practicing what that is. When we get into a handstand hold, how I need to be rocking back and forth to keep my balance. So we're practicing this type of push and bring it back down. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. So all this is under control. We're just doing 30 reps. We've got about 30 seconds before we start this.
So you want us to get on fingertips?
Well, yeah, so if you can get up to kind of about here. So we're just trying to stretch this press out here. You're not going to be able to push much
Yeah,
here.
not there, but you mean like this.
Yep, maybe even a little bit higher to that push. All right, let's go ahead and go. Let's see what that 30 reps feels like. We're trying to build some of that strength up through our fingertips. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. This should feel a little bit like when we're doing that handstand or a handstand walk. We're about to pick up our hands and move.
I point my toes up.
Yeah, I can't do too much. Weight on that.
You feel it.
Start to feel it. It feels like to me when I'm walking and I'm about to lose my handstand. That's where like I know I can lose some of my control to that press. All right, whenever you get that 30, we can take 90 seconds of rest.
Close up your forearms.
All right, I got it on the clock going for a rest. Next up, we're going to be doing 30 handstand shoulder shrugs. You're kicking upside down or in that pike, shrugging. The idea is trying to shrug that shoulder to our ear, right? So sometimes we're way out here. Let's try and get as close as we can. Relax back down. Close as we can, relax back down. 30 times, like I said, it doesn't have to be all one set. You can break it up into several sets. Yeah, about 1 minute before we get upside down.
You just put your feet on
I'd advise to scale this if I don't think I'm going to hold very much for the last section.
Yeah, I would just do like a pike push-up or a down dog, right? So getting a down dog, you can practice that squeeze up into your ears without blowing out your shoulders completely for the hold.
Okay.
And same thing for you, Mark. You can practice this shrug just in a down dog or in a pike push-up.
Yeah, no, I just kicking. My normal kick up is off my just my calf off my. I can't even kick up with the calf like to the wall, but I'll figure it out.
All right, we got about 10 seconds for getting upside down to these 30 shrugs. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Making me nervous there, Mark.
I'm all right.
You can keep those elbows kind of straight and relax your lats, Eduardo. Yeah, think about elbow straight, relaxing lats, and pressing with lats, like this.
I got you.
Got your 30, Mark?
Yeah.
All right, I got a clock going. The next part is going to be 3 minutes. I'm going to have a clock going for 3 minutes. You're going to see how much time you can spend upside down in that 3 minutes. So you may want to think about if you did a a 1 minute hold if that's your max. If you really could kick back up again, or maybe you could do some sets. So maybe do like a 30-second set, come down for 10 seconds, kick back up again, right? So we're trying to maximize our time upside down, not necessarily go for 1 minute and 5 seconds and then not be able to do anything else for the remaining minute and 55 seconds, right? But it will be, that last minute will be difficult. I'll make sure that we're getting upside down. As we get tired, let's avoid that arch. Let's turn that rib cage back down, right? We don't want to be into this position. We want to try and find that stacked position while we're upside down. All right, you guys ready? Yeah. All right, got about 10 seconds. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Trying to keep as much time as we can here. I'll give you 30-second increments. I said, wow, that was about 20 seconds there for that first hold. So you're at 30 seconds. Nice job, Mark, going long. 45 seconds here. All right, you're 1 minute in. Keep that rib cage turned down, squeezing those shoulders to your ears. Minute and a half in. Nice job, Mark. Going long here again. All right, shake it out. Take a couple deep breaths. We are 2 minutes in. You're into that last minute. Good. Keeping that core flex, that core engaged, keeping your glutes engaged. Got less than 30 seconds now. Last 15 seconds. 10 more seconds. Y'all gonna hang on, staying upside down here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. All right, for this running is all about finding that moderate pace. So I know that's different for everyone. What we're looking at is somewhere around that mile pace, or maybe just a little bit slower for all these elements. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about, if you don't have that pace, something that you could say 1 to 2 words while you're running. So we're not having full conversations, but I'm not so out of breath that I can't say anything. We're trying to find that pace in between. You're going to start off with longer distances, and it's going to get shorter. The rest will get shorter, and the distances get shorter as we go. So you start off with that 800 meter at a moderate pace. You get a rest a minute. 400 meters or quarter mile, rest a minute. 600 meters and rest a minute. The goal is I want you to feel like or keep the same pace for each one of those running elements. During that rest, you can walk, you can stand still, you can do whatever you need to do to get ready for that next element. You get 2 minutes of rest, then the distance is going to decrease. You're going to do 2 times 400 meters at a moderate pace, but you're going to only rest for 40 seconds. And that's going to go down to 200 meters twice, rest for 40 seconds, and then 300 meters twice, rest for 40 seconds. You get that long rest again, that 2-minute rest again. And then we're going all the way down to 4 times at 200 meters, 20-second rest, 4 times 100 meters, 20-second rest after each one of these, and then 4 at 150 meters with 20-second rest. So if you think about the way that's going to feel, the longer ones might feel a little more difficult, but you do get more rest. The shorter ones, I really want you focusing on that pace. We're going to try and hold that same feeling or that same time domain, right? So 100 meters at a moderate pace is going to be over pretty quick and maybe not feel like that sprint that sometimes we do. The other way to think about this is that heart rate should be kind of in the same range. You should be pretty much recovered by the time that rest is over and ready to hit each one of these elements again. All right, since we're not hitting that fast or that sprint speed. You guys have any questions about how that's going to work for you?
This should be the same pace the whole time.
Same pace the whole time, right? Yeah, so the tendency usually for this is for people to pick up the pace as you get to those shorter elements and to turn it into a sprint. So I don't really want you doing that. I want you trying to find that same pace over and over again, regardless of the distance. Mark, Katrina? You guys are good?
Yep.
All right. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to send you guys out into the world. Great job on get after that running. Let me know how you guys do.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Bree.
All right. Have a great day.
Bye.
You too.